Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium. The smoke machine is rolling, and the Miami Hurricanes making their customary grand entrance onto the field. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Canes will put total leather and we'll get started. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They'll start this drive with a pass. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them there.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He'll take it himself. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Tackle is made near the 48-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
The Trojans look to keep this drive humming. He'll come out throwing on first down. They're working that left side. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now on second down after the short completion. Here's the handoff. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Got his man. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so the running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's got it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. From the red zone, looking for a man. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the catch. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. A first down for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Coming out aggressively. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Dropping back, it's Allen. Buying some time. Fires on the move. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
You wonder if there's just a little bit of rust with this offense right now coming off the bye week, right? They just haven't been able to get clicking in this game throwing the football. They're going to have to find that mojo and get back into a rhythm here pretty quickly.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line gets set, first down. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Scrambling away. And he makes the catch inside the 25. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Second down coming up. The aerial assault continues. And that ball is picked off. The ball is out behind the line.
Out of all the ways to get a first down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble. First down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense's ball. Luckily, they fumble it. His teammates get it back to give him another chance.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Quarterback will keep it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, USC! PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Miami, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First down here for the offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Quarterback moving. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Hurricane. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, USC 14, Miami 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Give to the running back. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn. And they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the ball, and they still did a great job being offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. On that play.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And the Trojans will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the return, it's Suarez. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He makes the connection. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He wants to throw. On target. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that with quarterbacks like this. Want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left, but that's a little old school for me.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Quick completion to the right. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Snags it over the middle. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. They want to run it left here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. He makes a grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
That makes the score USC 21, Miami.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
He turns that loose down the right side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Back to throw, it's Allen. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Wants to go up top. Coming after him. Buys a little time. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. He makes a catch. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory, now 1st and 10 from their own 45. He's looking to throw it. He'll take a deep shot here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's going to take off. Still running at the 40. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Trojans racing to the line in a hurry up. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. Finds a man on the right. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Buys a little extra time. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? On the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. To the air, it's Allen. Spits it out to the back. He's got it down the middle. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. To the air on 1st down. He fires a bullet to the right. Fires into traffic, and it's picked off.
Intercepted by USC. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. All lined up and ready to go for a great 2nd half ahead.
Set to kick this one away.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Quarterback checking off. On second down, he'll fire. Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Sexton. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They're going to throw it again. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And here comes the offense on second down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got room at the 35. Can anyone catch him? And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Miami! Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. UTSA has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 24 over East Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The running back has it. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Man, who says you can't run? Right, everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They'll go to the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback will audible. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
On the run, still looking. Quarterback all over the place, trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He'll pull it down and run. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Back to pass, it's Allen. Working that left side now. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback extends the play. Going to try to get it himself. At the 20, he's got space. They finally make the stop, but he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gets it to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Getting some heat. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Really nice job there by the defense because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, USC 28, Miami 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. On the run, it's Proctor. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Touchdown Trojans! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Miami 14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Quarterback checking the play. Looking to pass. It's Allen. Moves around to clear up the vision. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running a screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Unleashes one. Working on the right. The spin, still on his feet. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Going to the run, it's Sexton. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kane.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Look, let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Give to the single back. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, USC. With that, the lead nice and comfortable in there. The fake, and he wants to throw. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this.
And he coughs it up inside the 20. And the... jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And the punishment has been extended. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. And the point after is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
USC 50, Miami 21.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They'll try the run. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Now on 2nd down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Now on the option. Looking for room at the 40. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads can call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? The Hurricanes will hustle to the line. On the run, it's Sexton. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make them earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Allen. Skips away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one.
It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers in the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Grabs it inside the 10. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. He'll throw it. Snags it. Knocked down for the tackle. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Touchdown, Trojans! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off, needing just a few inches and going up top to get it. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They'll throw it on 1st down. Snares it outside. It's Sexton. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. This